In Hollywood, friendships can be fleeting, forged on movie sets and forgotten when the cameras stop rolling. But the bond between Matt Damon and Ben Affleck has never fit that mold. Rooted in childhood, strengthened by shared ambition, and tested by personal demons, their friendship has quietly become one of the most enduring and meaningful relationships in the entertainment industry. Nowhere has that brotherhood mattered more than during Affleck's darkest chapters: painful divorces, public relapses, and a long, uneven road to recovery from alcohol addiction. While Affleck's struggles often played out under relentless public scrutiny, Damon remained a steady presence behind the scenes, never grandstanding, never exploiting the pain, just showing up when it counted. A friendship forged long before fame. Damon and Affleck grew up just a few blocks apart in Cambridge, Massachusetts. They were kids when they bonded over a shared love of acting, spending hours analyzing films, memorizing monologues, and dreaming about a future that felt impossibly far away. Long before red carpets and Oscars, they promised each other something simple but profound: they would look out for one another. That promise followed them through struggling actor years, into global fame after Good Will Hunting, and through the decades that came after. When Affleck later found himself battling addiction and personal upheaval, that early pact took on real-life urgency. Standing firm through divorce and emotional fallout, Affleck's divorce from Jennifer Garner in 2015 marked a turning point. The split ended a decade-long relationship and placed Affleck at the center of intense tabloid coverage. Co-parenting, career pressure, and unresolved personal struggles collided at once. Throughout it all, Damon remained close. Friends have often described Damon as Affleck's emotional anchor, someone who didn't lecture or judge, but listened without conditions. During periods when Affleck withdrew from Hollywood events or appeared overwhelmed, Damon was one of the few people consistently allowed into his inner circle. Rather than offering public statements or performative support, Damon chose privacy. He understood that real help doesn't need an audience. A quiet hand during the fight against addiction. Affleck has been candid about his lifelong battle with alcoholism, including multiple stints in rehab and painful relapses. Each setback brought headlines, speculation, and criticism. But Damon's role never changed. Those close to both men say Damon practiced what addiction experts often recommend: support without enabling. He encouraged treatment, respected boundaries, and refused to shame Affleck when recovery faltered. Damon understood that relapse is often part of the journey, not a failure, but a signal that deeper work is needed. At times, that support meant difficult conversations. At others, it meant simple companionship: phone calls, shared meals, or just being present when the world felt overwhelming. Public loyalty without exploitation. In interviews over the years, Damon has spoken carefully, but sincerely, about his friend's struggles. He's acknowledged Affleck's pain without reducing him to it, emphasizing resilience over scandal. He's doing the work, Damon has said in various forms, highlighting effort rather than perfection. That framing matters. In an industry quick to brand people as messy or damaged, Damon consistently reframed the narrative: Affleck wasn't broken, he was fighting. The Jennifer Lopez chapter and renewed stability. When Affleck reunited with Jennifer Lopez, public interest exploded once again. This time, though, Affleck appeared steadier, more self-aware, and grounded. Damon reportedly welcomed the reunion, not as gossip fodder but as a sign that his friend had reached a healthier place emotionally. Damon and his wife, Luciana Barroso, were frequently spotted supporting Affleck during this era: double dates, family gatherings, and low-key moments that signaled stability rather than chaos. It wasn't about celebrity, it was about community, something addiction recovery often depends on. A creative partnership reborn. Their renewed collaboration through Artists Equity, the production company Damon and Affleck founded together, also played a role in Affleck's recovery arc. Purpose matters. Structure matters. Having meaningful work, especially alongside someone who knows you at your worst, can be grounding. Working together again didn't just rekindle their creative spark, it reinforced accountability and mutual respect. Damon wasn't just Affleck's friend, he was his partner, trusting him with responsibility and vision. Why Damon's support worked. What sets Damon apart isn't grand gestures, it's consistency. He never positioned himself as a savior. He never demanded gratitude. He didn't vanish when things got uncomfortable. Instead, he modeled the kind of support many people facing addiction need but rarely receive. Non-judgmental presence, respect for boundaries, honest encouragement, unwavering loyalty. In a world that often abandons people at their lowest, Damon stayed. Brotherhood that outlasts the headlines. Today, Affleck continues to speak openly about sobriety, accountability, and growth. His journey isn't framed as a neat redemption arc, it's ongoing, imperfect, and real. And through every phase, Matt Damon remains by his side, not as a headline or soundbite, but as a brother in all the ways that matter. Hollywood loves comeback stories, but this one isn't about box office wins or award seasons. It's about something far rarer, a friendship that survived fame, failure, and the hardest parts of being human, and came out stronger. In the end, Matt Damon didn't save Ben Affleck. He didn't have to, he simply refused to leave, and sometimes, that's what makes all the difference.